Okay, I just did the math, and the actual basket of potatoes is 10 times more efficient than doing the poutine. And in fact, might be 20% more efficient because I really suck at math. But that kind of begs the question now, what about other organic stuff that isn't like your more traditional composting material? Say we dropped in a bottle of maple syrup. Will that then work?
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we are back in Mon Bazou, where we are going to be looking at the rest of the farming update stuff that we didn't get to look at in the last episode. Now, the first thing that we didn't look at is the fact that you can now repaint your trailer and your garage. As you can see, I've painted the garage yellow. It's basically just hit it with spray paint like you would anything else. And I'm not going to actually paint the trailer. I've kind of got my own personal reasons for leaving it the way it looks, but yeah, the garage itself, I was going to repaint it back to white again after I got done, because this was all just an experiment, but I actually think the yellow is kind of growing on me. Now, the other big thing I wanted to check out was fertilizing trees and fertilizing our crops. So we should have basically a full harvest ready to rock and roll here. I've got the potatoes, which is what I've been using for... Oh, actually, those ones need to be watered. Yeah, I've been using these for the compost, and it seems to be pretty effective. I think it's 2 full baskets of potatoes actually fills up the compost thing down in the basement. Oh, speaking of the basement, by the way, I spent quite a bit of time humping plant pots around, and yeah, I now have around 100 down here. I mean, it's still going to probably take me 2 or 3 days in real life to fill this up completely. But yeah, I got around 100 plants down here. I've got 400 and some up top. So yeah, and I've still got 1,600 seeds left. I'm definitely not going to run out of seeds anytime soon. But yeah, the way the fertilizer works is you got your compost box here. You basically put things in it to compost, and then it will sort of automatically over the course of 3 or 4 days turn them into fertilizer, which you can then push the button, it will poop out the bags. Now you can empty the bags into your reservoir, or you can actually just use them to fertilize plants, which is, actually, I don't want to waste this one because that's the one we're going to be doing the experimentation with. But the first thing I wanted to know was, can you use other things besides potatoes? So let's just, real quick, fill up a basket. Doesn't really, oh, you know what? Those ones aren't ready. And that's the fluffer basket. So yeah, let's just grab a couple of potatoes. That should be 100%, yes? Okay, there we go, 100%. Now, I thought when this first happened that I was going to have to pour them, but you don't. You just basically hold the basket, boop it in there, and boom, there we go. 50% compost in the box. Yeah, but what I'm wondering is, can I do other things? Because I accidentally composted. I had like 108 potato seeds at one point, and I composted the lot. Luckily, I actually had the rest of them ready to go. So I managed to get my seeds back up. But I was curious about things like Poutine, say. What if we were to throw Poutine in the box? Will that then become compost? It does. It's only 5%. Okay, I just did the math, and the actual basket of potatoes is 10 times more efficient than doing the poutine. And in fact, might be 20% more efficient because I really suck at math. But that kind of begs the question now, what about other organic stuff that isn't like your more traditional composting material? Say we dropped in a bottle of maple syrup. Will that then work? Okay, nope, compost basket has no interest in maple syrup whatsoever. And I guess the only other thing I could think of that might be a thing we can compost is like saplings and wood and that sort of thing. I mean, we can try it. It won't hurt, right? Oh, I was also going to see what would happen if we tried to compost some weed. So don't forget that bit, Digby. Okay, so it has no interest in saplings, no interest in maple syrup, but I'm willing to bet, and I'm going to feel a bit like a cannibal if I do it, but I'm willing to bet that I can compost a bucket of weed here. Let's just grab some real quick. Oh, empty anyway. Okay, so let's just fill one of these up. And let's see if it gets us the 50% that the potatoes do. Okay, basket is full. Is it 100% full? Because that's what I need. It is not. It's 94. But you know what? I think I've got a little bit left over downstairs I can dump in this. And if I don't, I'll come back up and grab some more. Okay, which one of you guys has weed left in you? You do. Okay, so, boop, there we go. That's now 100%. And we got 50% of this out of the potatoes. Oh, okay, that actually worked better. That's 100%, and it didn't even use half of that. So I'm thinking one full basket of weed will actually... Hello, kitten. I'm thinking one full basket of weed will actually provide better fertilizer than... Well, even the potatoes. I probably should have... You know what? You can be my fluffer basket again. You get in there. Seems very weird to have this much weed and not be harvesting. Okay. One last thing I want to try with the fertilizer, though, is we are going to go out here. I'm going to plant 2 trees. These are going to be our test subjects. So how about you boop there. I'll stick you there. And we'll put you right there. Now, I'm going to fertilize one of these trees and leave the other one. Now, I'm sure there's not going to be an immediate reaction. However... Okay, kitten, stop meowing in the background. I apologize if you like the mic is picking her up. She's being particularly loud today. I don't know why. Okay, kitten, stop. Stop it. Behave yourself. Okay, well, one kitten interruption later, I'm actually going to harvest all of my weed and roll it up and basically kill, well, today. Oh, do you like my outdoor plants? It was either them or sunflowers, and frankly, sunflowers are kind of weak sauce, really. But yeah, I'm going to harvest up everything I've got, and then we are going to pass the rest of the day, and tomorrow we'll check on those trees and see how they're making out. Alright, well, quite a few of them in this load got infested, but we're still not doing terrible. Let's go grab the inside ones and see how much we actually end up with in total. Okay, there we go. We've reseeded the inside. I haven't reseeded the out. What do we got left? I've still got over 2,000 seeds. Now, it's a little bit late in the day, but how about you guys? Have a little TLC. And let's go see how many big packs we can make out of 3 3/4 baskets of weed. You can let me have one more. No. Crap. Whoa. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. I broke it apart by accident. That's okay, we shall retape it. It's fine. So there's 10 grand. How far off was I on the rest of it? Okay, so that emptied 2 full baskets and 71% of a third. So if I had basically 2 more baskets and a half worth of weed. So yeah, I think this gave me not quite 1 basket. So I need to at least triple or quadruple what I got in here. But at that point, I'm making 20 grand a week, and I'm just sitting back watching the money grow because I don't have to do anything. This is automatically watered. It's automatically, well, apart from the fertilizer, but let's be honest, that's not the most amount of work I put into anything in this game before. So, yeah, I guess I'll just go kill the rest of the day, and we'll check on our trees tomorrow. Okay, well, now it's Friday, and you know what? I'm a complete idiot. I totally failed to think of something. What I should do with the rest of my weed down here is I should just make big packs, and that way I'll have a bunch extra to use in the next load, and I should be able to make 2 big packs at that point. So yeah, there's no point in keeping it in the basket when I could actually just wrap it up and be done with it. Are you going to just push all of those one off the end at a time? Feels like watching one of those coin games in the arcade. Come on, down you go. Boop. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, maybe? Nope, that was 10 total. Okay, so I now should have just 1 basket with 2% in it, and that's the lot. Gotcha. Okay, well, now that we get that out of the way, let's go see how our trees are making out. Now, the unfertilized one was this side. You are at 5%. The fertilized one is at 8. Okay, so it really didn't make that big a... Well, I say didn't make that big a difference. One is obviously very much taller than the other one. But, yeah, I wonder if it works on potatoes. I'm assuming it would. Okay, these are all at 100%. Well, I tell you what, let's plant a couple of potatoes. And let's water everybody up here. Actually, the only ones we need to water are the 2 we took. I'm going to fertilize one of these bad boys, not fertilize the other one, and see what kind of difference that makes in the run of a day. Alright, another night gone. Now it's... And I'm hungry, so how about you have a bowl of poutine? I'm extremely thirsty as well, so... Oh, I gotta actually do more maple syrup. Now, didn't fertilize the trees yesterday. Is it still 3% different? 16... 24. Oh, no, it isn't, actually. This multiplies. 18, 20... Okay, so it's getting like 3% a day. Does that mean the potato is also still fertilized? You're at 35%. You're at 44. Wow. Okay, so that does make, actually, a huge difference. Like, way more than I thought it was going to. Hang on, these things are done already? Holy crap, I only planted them like 2 days ago. Alright, is it going to be enough for another big pack? Somehow I severely doubt it. Okay, so I need about 3 times as many pots as I've got in here now, and then I will be making at least 2 huge packs, maybe even 3, depending on what kind of overflow I get, per week, which is, what, 20, 30 grand? And that's better than syrup money, and takes a lot less effort. It doesn't pay you like you get paid with the syrup on Sunday for like 2 or 3 times you'll get paid for each barrel. But it's absolutely no work whatsoever, except occasionally coming down and throwing another basket of it in there. And I can definitely add enough plants to grow a little bit for compost as well, because it apparently is the best compost of all of them. It would go, yeah, 420, and then potatoes, and then pretty much poutine, and I think that was all we tested, but I'm pretty sure that's all we can do. So yeah, I think I'm going to go sell my big pack and maybe buy another harvest barrel or 2, and we'll probably wrap this one up early. Well, there we go. I'm $10,000 richer, I'm hanging out with my dirtbag friends, and I'm staring up through a huge cloud of smoke at a bunch of stolen speed limit signs. Anyway, that was a look at the fertilizer side of the farming update. And as always, I have been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mon Bazou, and I hope to see you for the next one.
Yeah.